scars and holes. There's the wax that you can buy. They have that a lot of places. This is harder to find, so when I find it, I get really excited and I buy it all. Because it's got these fibers in it, and I just think it feathers out easier. So if you were gonna do a hole, it would be a giant hole because I wouldn't use all of this. But you would essentially make a circle, right, with a hole in the middle, and then you would attach it. I'm not gonna do a bullet hole because whatever, right? So I'm gonna do some sort of a gash, probably. It's very sticky today. I think this room is warmer than my old room, so it might react differently, but that's okay. If you want it to stay on all day, you might put a layer of latex underneath of it. Just a heads up on that. Where should I? So, holes, cuts, gashes, whatever. You decide. Something with fake skin. So what should I do? I tend to go here because it's easy, because it doesn't, I don't itch it a lot. Oh, and get dirt on it. And it's not by my hair. I guess we're going there. Ouch. Oh, here, we'll do, no, I talk too much. I talk all day, right? Because, like, there's one in there that, wherever the heck he's at, of course not here, that he wants to be able to play with, that, like, comes off of the mouth, which would be cool. But I talk all day, so that's a problem. Like I said, if you want this to stay on all day, my suggestion to you is to put a little latex under it. You also want it sort of thicker-ish. Do I want this on all day? Let's do it. Go big or go home, right? Except I'm going dancing tonight. That'll be interesting. I haven't been line dancing in months. Alright, hold on. Alright, I'm gonna go there. Ooh. So, you don't need to like the whole thing, but it will help it stay if you put some on. It will slide around a little bit because that's slippery until it dries. Alright. So as always, you've got to feather out your edges, which like I said is one of the reasons I like this better than this, but try them both. From here it's going to be similar to Burns. Remember how we had like depth and we went with the black and the red and all that business? This is how this works. Watch. You pour it back in the bottle and you're done with it. Throw that out there. Probably shouldn't have put it in the real lid, but I did. You're never gonna know how to do any of this if you're staring at your phone. Throw that out there too. Like I said, you're gonna want to keep yours, so find your box if you don't know where your box is at. I'll put mine in my little box when I take it off. Alright, so we've got different little things that you can carve out with, right? This one's kind of pointy, so be careful. These work pretty good for like feathering out, I like. So when I do it, I mean, you got to think about it for real, right? Look it up on your phone. Like, what does a cut do? What does it look like? Right? It's going to be bigger at one end, like maybe in the middle, and then it's going to probably feather out. I'll be honest, this is easier to do in your hand. You can also use the back end of your depends on what you want to do. Sometimes it's nice if it's a little bit jagged in between, right? Like you gotta think, like, okay, well, what did I get cut with? Was it a razor blade? Was it a serrated knife? Was it a hacksaw? I don't know, right? These are all gonna make a different kind of a mark. I feel like I don't want this clear down here. Hold on. Under these are handy. This is where I also remind you that I buy this stuff with my money, so don't waste it, which is one of the reasons I get pretty PO'd when you don't put lids on things. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. So it's kind of just sculpting. And for the camera, because I think I don't know if I did that. Did I do that on the camera where if I was gonna do like a hole, I would just take an amount of this or that, and I would like kind of roll it into like a tube, like a snake. Right? This is obviously too big, but you roll it into a tube and then make it into a circle, and then you feather those out, because it can't just be this lump on your cheek. It would look stupid, or your hand or whatever, right? It's got a feather and it's got to have a nice hole inside. So you'll take some sculpting, but that's how you start. All right, from here, need some black and some red. That was dry. These are mine, I think. Yeah. That one's got black on it. Yeah. All right. There's purple in here and green in here. Apparently we can't read. Somebody find me black, because apparently they don't put it in the right container. Red and black, yellow and green, purple and blue. Thanks. Thanks. All right. So I'm going to put it in here because it's supposed to look deep, right? Like, I know this is 3D art, but do you guys ever like paint or draw? You know what I mean? Like, deeper areas have shadows and are darker, right?
Yeah.
It's a thing. Okay. So, I've got poofy cheeks. It's hard on poofy cheeks. I'll show you pictures of me when I was a baby. I still have poofy cheeks. Alright, some red. I want a sponge. This is how you keep your stuff, by the way, so it's not in a pile on the table. Just go. Hard to see the backside of my poofy cheeks. That looks like poo back here, let me know. Alright. So, I'm gonna go a little bit wide. I'm gonna go in with some of remember this lovely thing? A little bit of this, a little bit of this. Give it a little bit of texture. My kids.
Time to do this today?
Huh?
You don't have time to do this today?
No. Most likely not. You can do something else, but probably not this. Some things just take longer. Attention span is gone, isn't it? Good to know. It lasted a while. Alright. Purple! Can I have the purple?
Disgusting.
Purple! Thank you. A little bit of purple. Okay, so some of you guys keep making like circles. Alright, show him on the video. Show
Oh,
him.
sure.
Yep, show him on the video. Okay, here we come. Look, come on in. You're on our video. As you are every single day, this late, missing everything, not knowing how to do anything. We're calling you out today. Alright. So, some of you guys keep doing this like circle. You gotta do a feather out, right? So even if you just go like this around the edges, that's gonna help it not be so circle deep, right? So I've got black on there and I've got red on there and I've got purple on there, but you don't see the edges of any of them, yes? This is the goal, all right? Okay, now when does it look super awesome? Right now. Oh. I should show you guys the other. Press pause.
How do you do that?
I don't know.
I think it's this one? No. This one? I think so.
So you saw how liquidy that one was. Let's check this one. One of these.
It's like a gel.
Yes, it's like this. It's really like
Jelly?
super disgusting. So you can keep that in mind when you're deciding which one to use. The regular blood, like that blood and this blood, is like normal. But then there's this gooey, gross. This just says fake blood, but some of them it's like, what do they call it? Zombie blood is like dark. They've got multiple bloods, just so you know. By the way, we have these.
What is that?
We're gonna do protrusions next class.
Is it glass?
So if somebody would like, you could have maggots.
Oh.
So we do have some of those. All right, so this is a little harder to use, in my opinion, but I'll show you kind of how it works. So you can kind of goo it in there, and it's nice because it's gonna like stay in the like kind of where you put it. It's really bright though, so I tend to just use it in a few areas, and then I kind of come back with the other. It's just gross. I've had some interesting descriptions of it, we'll call it that. But I like when it runs, so like it's gonna follow the groove. But then if you really got a giant gash, it's gonna drip, right? Ooh, and then it tickles and it's cold. Okay, so I might come in and go, because yes, the blood is darker in that one spot, but if I got this big of a cut, it's gonna probably be a little bit more all over, right? So, blood. You guys ever watch like those CSI shows and stuff, and they're like, well, we know he was moved because of the direction of the bloodstream, right? So a minute ago I was going like this, right? So now if I go like this, it's gonna go the other way. And they're gonna go like, I know she was moved. Okay, so it might drip from up here. Drip. There she goes. All right, looks like fun. Okay, so I'll just give you a heads up. So for protrusions, it's a very similar process. But like, we've got whole bunches of screws, we've got metal, we've got glass, we've got magnets, we've got whatever it is you want to be coming out of you. If you have something else in mind, I've done scissors, I've done pencils. You want to keep in mind the size because this stuff has to stick it to you. So if it's heavy, like the scissors, like I did them in my neck one year for Halloween week or Halloween day or whatever it was. And so I stuck them and I kind of had them open, but I had to like cut them off. So they were like, it was like a pair of these or something. And then I cut them off here and ground them down. So then I had those like attached to me, right? But then it was a bout of latex and this stuff that could keep it, and then periodically I still have to like, because it's heavy, you know what I mean? So you need to keep in mind, like you're not gonna stick a whole pencil out of your head because it's gonna sag all day. So you gotta keep in mind your ankle and stuff when you're planning that stuff out. Make sense? Questions?
Can I stop it?